a baby formula?
Yeah, I have a...
You want somebody to give you some money or something?
No, I just need the formula. I have a 2-month-old, and she ran out last night, so she's went all night and all day without formula.
Yeah, we don't have any formula here for now, baby. No, we have a kitchen, but we don't have milk.
Okay. Is there any way y'all could just get a can and I could pick it up?
No, I don't know that. We don't have time to do that.
Greetings, y'all, and welcome to See Things Above TV, where Christ shapes our perspective, and we view all things through a biblical lens. I'm your host, Lou Ciccone. So today we're taking a look at this viral video where a lady was calling different churches asking for assistance under the premise that there was a crying baby there and that she needed baby formula and was just completely desperate and had no money. So she says that this was a social experiment that she conducted, and according to her and according to people who would watch it, the claim would be that essentially that the churches really failed and dropped the ball and didn't help her. But I think there's a lot more to this narrative than has been presented by many people. And so we're going to take a look at this today. If you like content like this, y'all know what to do. Like, share, and subscribe. Ring the bell for notifications. But without further ado, let's dive right into it.
Okay, you said it would take a couple of days to weeks?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, if approved.
Okay, all right, thank you.
But we don't have formula or anything like that.
Okay.
I'm really sorry. That's all we have right now.
I hasn't ate all day, and I don't know what else to do.
Yeah, I'm not sure because we don't have cash here, and I'm not in control of finances.
Okay, well, unfortunately, that's all. That's our on our list. So.
Okay, all right, well, thank you.
Yep, have a good one.
All right, you too. Not even other churches.
The first thing we need to observe as we watch this video is that the church is not primarily a charitable organization. The church doesn't exist to just better the community and to make people's lives more enjoyable and for them to have what they need physically. That's not the primary role of the church. The church is a missional organization, okay? That's the first thing. Not even an organization, but a missional body, okay? That is the church's function. The church is here to proclaim the gospel of Jesus Christ, to tell people that they need to repent because the kingdom of God is at hand. That is the primary role of the church. And so sometimes we can look at this and start to say, okay, but aren't churches supposed to be doing these things? Now, churches will help people, but that is a byproduct of the faith that we have. Okay, that's a byproduct of it. It's not our role by necessity to do this. That's not even what we're number one called to do. We're actually called to tell those people, no matter what degree of help that you can render to them, that they need to believe in Jesus. That's the main thing we're here for. Now, did some of the people who answered the call seem a little bit dismissive? Absolutely. Yes, I think some people would love to take this conversation, run it back one more time and speak to the lady once again and do so in a more cheerful manner, in a more helpful manner, all those kind of things. I'm sure that is on the minds of the individuals who heard themselves back on this video. If you come across as being irritable or you're dismissive of the person, that's not helpful, and it's also just un-Christ-like. So we could admit that much.
Well, we have 4 here. So which one of our campuses do you go to? Do you attend one of our campuses?
I don't attend, no. I'm just local.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just trying to. Did you try Mercy's Gate?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't have any way to help you with that. I'm so sorry.
Okay. Do you have a moment? Sorry, just 1 second. Yeah, turn her like somebody can answer. So I didn't know if you could just let me know if it's something that y'all could do.
I'm not aware of any programs that we have like that.
Well, we have 4 here. So which one of our campuses do you go to? Do you attend one of our campuses?
I don't attend, no. I'm just local.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just trying to. Did you try Mercy's Gate?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't have any way to help you with that. I'm so sorry.
Okay. Do you have a moment? Sorry, just one second. Yeah, turn her like somebody can answer. So I didn't know if you could just let me know if it's something that y'all could do.
I'm not aware of any programs that we have like that to help you.
Another thing we need to observe is that the church is actually right when it says that the help that it gives, the financial help and any sort of resources, anything of that nature given are first and foremost for the members of that local church. That's not a wrong thing to say if a church says that. And to think that that is being cruel when it is those members who, out of the faithfulness of their hearts, are giving and doing so to sustain their church and to be able to pay their elders and to keep the lights on and keep the building and all these things going, to say that they shouldn't be the first ones to get help and that help first goes to everyone else is just absurd, and it's not biblical. Okay, like the church is there to help its members. It's a community first and foremost. Okay, you see this in the New Testament as well, where Paul actually says that the widows should be helped by their families. If they have living family members, they should be assisted by them before they come to the church to get help. If we just unpack the meaning of that, then we can conclude that the help is first and foremost for the members of the church. And it is not just for the members, but those who are truly needy and can't find help by themselves. They're unable to help themselves. Okay, so that is not wrong for the church to say that that's who the resources are primarily for. Now, what I will say in watching this, and I think that these churches can learn from this, is that there needs to be systems within the church for things like this. When you're watching this video, it seems that people don't have an idea of what to do when this lady calls. And to me, that was the most striking part of it, is that the folks who didn't know what to do, the folks who didn't know who to call, what was the procedure, that to me was where the failure happened in most of these conversations, at least by what we were seeing, because what we were shown rather, because there are clips here that are cut. Obviously, this is edited for TikTok and for virality, right? There's actually one church where the man starts to talk about benevolence. He mentions that, and who knows what else he said. Okay, so remember that what you're watching is an edited video here. You're not watching a full conversation of what each and every phone call here. There were things said that were left out of this edit. So we need to be mindful of that as well. But all that to say that just by what we were shown, there seems to be a lack of systems set in place by some of these churches. And that is unfortunate, because there should be some kind of system. And even if you don't know, as the person picking up the phone, what to do, there should be somebody who you can call and ask what to do. So I think that was something that definitely could be improved by some of the clips that we heard from these churches.
So how much do you need? I need to know about that.
I'm not sure. I think I usually have, I think it's maybe $17 at Walmart. I mean, if y'all could just get the formula, I could pick it up or have somebody come get it.
Well, I'm an officer right now for myself, and I'll see if I can get somebody to do this.
Okay.
We can do this. I'll just see. Tell me what it is it's called, in case I have to go get it, because I'm a great grandpa. I'm not used to picking up formula. Okay. What's it called?
Good Start.
Good Start. And
Sir. Sir.
And it's for infants.
Yes, sir.
Infants formula. Is any flavor, anything to it, or just?
No, sir. Hey, can I?
Okay. How much does the formula usually cost?
Just like $20 is like the small one.
Okay. Do you know where we're located?
No, I don't. Okay, can I pause you really quick? They could help before I come out there.
Just come. If they don't have baby food, I'll give you $10 from my pocket, and you'll buy some can.
Okay, that's so sweet.
As much as I don't agree with the narrative that is going around that paints these churches as bad places or unhelpful places because of this phone call, we can also say that the moments where people didn't know what to do on the phone, they could have taken matters into their own hands and just simply helped. And we did see that happen in some instances. And I'm glad that those people were able to at least be willing to help. If you can help somebody, then go ahead and help somebody. Okay. Like that could have been taken care of by some of the individuals in this video. One thing we have to remember is that opportunities to meet a need that someone has physically can ultimately lead to building a relationship with that person and later being able to share the gospel with them. And that's one part of this video that I think got lost as we watch it, as we see what's going on here, and as we see how the people who are answering the calls conducted themselves in certain instances where it was not the mindset of somebody who is trying to woo people towards Christ and woo people towards the church. It was more so one that was strictly business. So that's where I would say the ball got dropped in some of the conversations that we saw in this video clip. There is such a thing as a benevolence fund, and that allows the church to allot a certain amount of money to assist those in need. Now, how that gets dispersed may be different from church to church, and they may have different ways they go about it, but that does not mean that the church is not helping people. Okay, so I think that this is what is getting lost in this, is that in this instance, any one of these churches that were called up here, that were contacted, they may seem in this instance to be places that don't help people, but you have to go under the hood, or you'd have to just see what they actually do to find out if that's the case. And I probably would say that most of these churches are continually doing stuff in their communities and helping people, and they have ministries set up to assist people. Just because it wasn't exactly baby formula that they had and they didn't know what to do right here doesn't mean that they don't help people at all. It's also very important for churches to exercise wisdom in how they assist people financially. To even suggest that every time a person calls a church needing some sort of financial assistance, that they should receive that, is to not be grounded in reality. There are many people who take advantage of the kindness of churches. There are people who abuse the help that churches give, and they do that, and they'll do it over and over and over again without even displaying a level of gratitude that you would think they should display. Okay, so understand that this is a real thing as well. It would be reckless of the elders, those in charge of the finances of this church, the elders, the treasurer, all those people, to simply be giving out money all the time. That would actually be bad stewardship. Having been involved in homeless ministry for many years myself, I can tell you that there are complexities that are involved in how we handle money and how we serve people. Okay, it is not something that is just really easy to figure out all the time. One of our policies was not to give people cash, okay, because I guarantee you every time you go out, somebody wants cash, and you don't even know what they're going to do with the money. You don't know what condition. I mean, there are people who are obviously mentally not quite all there, because mental illness is something that is rampant within the homeless community. But there are people who are not quite all there, and they're asking you for money. They just come right up to you and they say, give me $20, give me this, give me that. And you're serving soup, you're doing this. And one of our policies was not to give people actual cash. But if they need resources, we'll direct them to other places they can go where to get those resources. Or if there's something that we have, is like, okay, do you need some shoes? We have shoes, we can give you some shoes. Do you need this? Okay, if there's something that you actually physically need, there are times where members of our team would walk with somebody into a Target and buy them that thing. And, obviously we're praying for them, because we're not just there for humanitarian reasons. We're there because we want people to be reached with the gospel. And so we're praying for them, we're praying with them, and we're telling them about Jesus, but we're helping with an actual need, like trying to fill that need without just giving out money. And so there are a lot of things that go on when you do ministry. And as far as giving people money and helping people out, there is wisdom that needs to be displayed. And so I don't agree with people just giving these churches a tough time off of this here TikTok video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And if then you have been raised with Christ, seek the things that are above, where Christ is, seated at the right hand of God. Set your minds on things that are above, not on things that are on earth. All right. God bless y'all, and I'll see y'all on the next one.